Welcome back to Thionite Plays Dragon Quest IX. On the last episode, we fought the oxymoronically named White Knight in the middle of the night. Because he's a knight, it was very thematic. We were like, what you doing, bro? And he's like, I need to find my wife, she's missing, I don't know where she is. And I'm like, oh, okay. As a guardian, I am very well equipped to find lost spouses. So we're like, what's her name? And he's like, Mona. And I'm like, you mean similar enough to the Princess of Stornway? And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm after her. And I'm like, that's Simona, dude. And he's like, oh. And then he left to go and find her. We have changed our clothes because I did a lot of grinding. I found a lot of things. I beat a lot of monsters. I needed money, so we did some bounties. There are no bounties in this game. You don't have to worry about like actual bounty. There's no bounties. Everyone got a bunch of level ups. Let's look at our dudes. Super quickly, we can look at our dudes' attributes. No, equipment. We'll start off with Din. Din is rocking that blue bandana. He's finally taken after Aaron. Except, you know, it's not orange, it's blue, so we couldn't afford an orange bandana. Orange dye? Shockingly expensive. I also got, what is this? Chainmail. Yeah, I can read. I literally can read the words in front of my eyes. Not really, brain. But yeah, that was expensive. I got that. The iron gauntlets I put on from the dude. He's level 11 now. The next character is, of course, Charles B. Charles... I didn't upgrade his weapon because the boost is from like 15 to 17 and MP absorption is like 1 to 1.5. Not really worth it. I'll save our money because the wizard staff, super expensive. But I did get him a hairband that got me some magical might, so that'll be good for spells. I bought him a silk robe, also good for magic might. I gave him some leather gauntlets and some leather shoes, and we don't have any accessories for anyone because unfortunately no one sells it. He's also level 9, it's pretty good. Bolts is rocking the training top and the training trousers. For a thief, she is more than ready and raring to go. She also has some gloves and the divine dagger. That's not new. We bought that before. And Nuts, of course, has a new nice leather hat, leather dress, and leather shoes. We've essentially changed ourselves from simple clothes to leather clothes, and everyone else is pretty cool. So that's all the housekeeping. We fought some enemies, we leveled it up. I put $1,000 in the bank because it's always safe. Big banks, always safe. So now that that's out of the way, we can firmly and completely go and report our success to the king because we have been successful and we need to report this to the king so we can get our reward. King Scott, we've done the thing. Father, I've decided that I'm going to answer the knight's demands. I've already solved this problem. He's gonna leave. He's not gonna show back up. Oh no, Simona, please. Calm yourself, woman. What the hell are you crying about? A queen is not supposed to cry in front of the help. Compose yourself, wife. There's nothing worth crying over, you silly besom. I am going to assume that that is a far worse word than would normally be allowed in a Dragon Quest DS game. I will never allow her to go. I will break her kneecaps and throw her in the tallest room of the tallest tower because, you know, as a king, we can afford very tall rooms. The ceiling's 17 feet tall. They'll be the death of me, these two. Women, am I right? I'm here. Sorry, Captain Misogynist. We're solving problems left, right, and center. That dude's fat. He's got a gut on him. Like, look at the bulge of his robes. He is packing away the food. If there's ever a starvation famine in Stornway, eat the rich. It's Din. I've been waiting on the edge of my throne for you to come back. Hurry closer now. Yes, sir, I have brought news. Can I talk to your... I'm sorry to not do it, but I brought my companions. I need to talk to your guards. The White Knight hasn't come back to the castle. Looks like he meant it when he said he'd be waiting at Loch Storn. Well, yeah, that's true. Queen, how you doing? Have you saved Simona yet? Oh, I do hope you'll be able to put our minds at rest soon. Man, Waterworks Central with that one. Simona, how are you doing? You're back, Din, thank the almighty. I can't tell you what a relief it is to see you safe. Yeah, I did. He got you confused. King, I feel like I should relay the situation. The dude came back from the dead after an earthquake, because apparently earthquakes have the ability to raise people from the dead. I am still working on that. More questions for Apis Major. But apparently he forgot his wife's name and got her confused with your daughters. So everything's good. I've solved the problems. Give me all of your benevolence. It's good to see you back with us, Din. So tell me, what news is there of the White Knight? We fought under the moonlight. It was very romantic. It was enlightening, to say the least. Din tells King Scott about what happened with the White Knight. Oh, the power of the narrator. I should give my narrator, me. Well, the voice is in my head, Din's head. Whose voice in whose head would be the narrator? Din tells King Scott about what happened with the White Knight. Dead silence. Oh, so you're telling me he just lost his memory and mistook my Simona for his fiancée? Fiancé? How many E's are appropriate? Is it anything like the word hey? Is it the amount of Y's that make it seem extremely desperate? How many Y's is appropriate? How many E's are appropriate? More questions for Apis Major. He told me he told you, who is now telling me, that he's going off to find Brigadoon, so he won't be bothering us again? Yeah, that's the long of it, because I can't tell a short story to save my life. That's like asking me to truncate my language, and I am a babbling master. I can't do that. And you believed him? Sounds like a ham-a-hattie to me. What is with all of these words? This elf speak is insane. That blethering skite can't be trusted. That's like 3 words and four words and ham-a-hattie. Is that 1 word, 2 words, and a letter? That's like 3.5 words that don't make sense in a single text box. And you believed him? Sounds like a bunch of BS to me. That blithering idiot can't be trusted. See, that's more appropriate. Father, why do you have such a low opinion of him? Mainly because he's a corpse. He is a walking, shambling corpse, Simona. Would you trust a corpse? What did he ever do to you? He's a corpse. He's an affront against the natural order of existence. I've never heard of this Brigadoon either. That's complete nonsense. Not only is he a corpse, but he's a lying corpse. Here's the situation, Din. I'm sure that miscreant will be back here before long after my Simona again. So until you put a stop to him once and for all, you can forget about trying to collect any reward. Oh, you king. I don't think you understand the situation that you have put yourself in, King Scott. You are trying to renege on your deal. You are trying to deprive me of my loot. And anyone who would dare even contemplate depriving me of my loot is going to be disemboweled and exsanguinated with my sword. I will feed you to nuts. No, bolts. Sorry, they're a package deal. It's always like nuts and bolts, and I always mean to say bolts, but I always say nuts because it's like bolts and nuts. It just doesn't roll off. Sorry, that's my own internal human-based bias. I will try and get over it. Why do you refuse to believe his story, Father? If he really is all on his own, miles away from home, it must be terrible for him. I mean, he's not on his own. He has a horse. Is the horse undead? Can horses? Well, firstly, are horses alive in the first place? Or are they some kind of construct of the system? That's a complete. We could make a 9-hour video just on the reality of horses. That's neither here nor there. But if it's an undead horse, that raises like another 13-hour video right there. More questions for Apis Major. I'm going to have to compile a list of all of the questions for Apis Major, and then once we get back to the observatory, we're gonna have to sit down and have a long chat. Multiverse theory, explosives, the nature of horses. It's so many things to talk about with that man. Oh, Lassie, I'm doing all of this to protect you, you know. Do try to understand. Dude, didn't you threaten to break her legs? Oh, you should have done that before she ran out. Simona! She's gone, dude. Gone forever. Can I help in some small way? Should I go find her? Simona, I just don't understand what's gotten into her. Why is she all in a tiz like that? Probably because her father is not listening to her words. And as we all know, the failing relationship status between fathers and daughters is the reason for this entire protectorate falling to pieces. Nuts and bolts, bolts, you're allowed to go and rob the castle. As long as you don't get caught, you can do whatever you want. The only reason my husband is so agitated is because he got agitated. And whenever my husband gets agitated, he just becomes more agitated. Oh my God, it's an endless cycle and I can't stop crying. Someone stop cutting the onions. Oh, you need to get rid of that knight so we can stop. We need to get rid of this knight so we can end the sanctions on Brigadoon so we can get rid of the onions in this castle. There are too many onions. Fine. These people are so strange. Din! Why are you hiding behind walls, Simona? There's no doors. There's something I need to talk to you about. Okay, I guess. I don't want anyone to overhear. My room's through that door. There are no doors, Simona. Could we talk there? Yeah, I guess. Sure. Can my companions come? All right, hold on. Bolts. Simona's kind of cool, so you need to not rob her blind. It's about Brigadoon. Okay, I don't see what this has to do with me, but whatever. How can she run in a dress like that? I feel like when it comes to, like, ankle-deep dresses, you have to, like, either, like, very slowly walk or, like, I don't know, prance? I've never been in a dress, I couldn't quite say. But if it's around your ankles, I have worn a very long robe for circumstances I am not legally allowed to talk about. But that was a pain to walk in. I feel like I'd be like, Sorry, I legally can't reference that name because I would be infringing on the Protectorate's copyright systems, and that would get me canceled. And as a Guardian, there is no higher damage to your reputation than being canceled. Is this your room? It is. Have I been in here before? Was the door locked? This is such a strange place to put your bed. Well, actually, no, it's not, because if I were theoretically able to move the camera, it would be in line with the back wall. It's just as it looks now. I would put the chair, well, no, the chair. Honestly, the biggest offender of this room is the chair. The chair is like at the angle. I mean, you don't, how many sides is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an octagonal table. So you need 8 chairs at each of the faces, not the corners. Those are really big bottles. Those are bottles the size of my head. How much perfume do you... Sorry, do you have Void in your... You do. May I recommend back panels to your shelves? What do you need to talk about, Brigadoon? Sorry to ask you to come here like this. Father would just try and interfere if he overheard. Well, I mean, may I recommend a contractor to install doors in the castle? You see, I've actually heard of Brigadoon. Wow! So have I, from the White Knight. That was his place. He was from there. I remember it from a nursery rhyme one of the maids used to sing to me when I was a wee girl. Maybe this song could give us a clue as to how we could help fix all this. Why is it my job to fix all this? The maid's gone back to live in Zir now. Zir! Wow, it's a tiny village just to the west of Loch Storn. Well, that's a long ways away. The White Knight isn't the evil character that Father thinks he is. I just know it. How? How do you know? How? Where are you drawing this knowledge from? He needs help, Din. Please do whatever you can, and I'll explain everything later. Not even a single promise of reward? I need to be enticed and bribed into doing my business the business of other people. Let me pass, woman. I need to get to the other side of the octagonal table. For no other reason than I can't do a circuit around the table complaining about the fact that no one wants to pay me. I feel like I should get half my reward up front instead of just sitting around doing nonsense. Zir, okay, we gotta go to Zir. And if I've learned anything from Aquila, the Cloud District is not gonna be fun. All right, so that's all the way at the other side of the world. Do I have a map? I don't have a map. I need to invest in a map. I do not have the ability to invest in maps. Anyway, that's just north, so... Let's go to the north of the place by Coagulant. That'll be important later. That'll be important for future projects in the future, later on, not right now. Everything runs away from me because I am level 11. The Winksters, the She-Slimes, what else is around here? I don't even know. Doesn't matter. Well, my yammering has deprived me of the ability to cut ahead, so hopefully we can avoid enemies, because I don't want to do any more enemy nonsense today. Zir, gastropods, I think that's what they're called, if I remember correctly. If we look at our map, this is our map. Look at our map. Oh no, something stupid got in the way. What is it, a Whooper Trooper? Oh my god, a Betterfly. Oh, and they're attacking suddenly. That is, I wanted to look at my map, well, it's Betterflies. The Betterfly, as evidenced by their name, is a better version of the Batterfly. How is it better, you may be asking? Well, for starters, they don't kill anything that eats them. Don't get me wrong, you would not have a fun time if you did eat them. I'm just saying it wouldn't kill you. There is also the fact that you can make rather popular artisan accessories with their wings, which themselves are renewable, because Betterflies can regrow their wings a near endless amount of times. So that's another point in favor of the Betterfly. Betterflies are not worth my time. Nuts, can you... Oh, Charles, you're only doing 2 HP. Well, the Whoopers are not at all, in any way, shape, or form, terrifying to work. Destroy it. How dare you try and bite me? Die. Wicked creature. Wicked creature. How much? I got $60. A treasure chest? Wow. You'd figure in all of the times I had beaten enemies in the training montage, I would have been able to get more items, but I got like nothing. A pot lid. Wow, that's not helpful to anyone because my leather shield is the best. I believe that circle up at the very top is the city that we need to get to. So let's get to there, I guess. The Meowgicians. Leave me alone, Meowgicians. Oh, the wheat field. Scarecrows. Let's avoid the scarecrows. I don't want to have an extreme amount of bios today because we had a lot in the last episode. Oh, Chimera Wings. Chimera Wings are a very nice item because they are fast travels. Any location that you've been to, you can use... Oh, don't touch me. You can use your Chimera Wings to get to super quickly. Badgers, leave me alone. This is the place I want to get to. I am arrived. Wow, a brand new city. This is great. I love cities. Grandma, another statue. It's been defaced, figuratively and literally, because they broke its wing and lost its head. That's like, I don't know what is a more grave sin. Depriving a Celestrian of their wings or killing them? Well, I'm not dead, so maybe depriving them of their wings would be worse because I have to live in this hellish, wingless existence? Who is this? It looks like it was an impressive statue once upon a time, but it's crumbling and broken. You people are going to invite calamity upon yourself by disregarding the statues of your guardians. You need to be protected. I can't be everywhere at once. Oh, we didn't get visitors all that way out here all that often. Welcome to Zir. Our beloved tree is in the bloom. It looked like it was pretty dead when I walked in, so you've come at a good time. Just make yourself at home, eh? Oh, don't expect me to do good accents. I know. Oh, I will apologize sincerely and completely from the bottom of my heart for any accents I may or may not do and will guarantee butcher. Can I go in the inn? I want to go in the inn. I want to be in the inn. You have a very tall hat. It is said that the great tree of Zir once encircled the entire village in its nurturing branches. But a great rain came, causing many of its mighty boughs to wither and droop. Such a shame. I feel like a big tree would like a lot of rain, unless of course there was foul play and someone debranched and deflowered the flowering tree because it's a flower. There's no external secondary meaning to that sentence. How much do you cost? How much do you charge for beds? That woodcutter's running a bit late. I've made a bed up for him and everything. Oh, forgive me, I didn't realize I had a customer. Welcome to our inn, weary traveler. I'm not gonna try. I'm sorry. Will you be staying the night? 16, Erin charged me 12. That's $4 a person. She rents me out 4 rooms because Erin's awesome. Nothing, I can't even check, I can't even perform my wardrobe inspection to see if there's an unending, unceaseless void in the back. But I want that box. I want that box. I want that box. Speak to me. I came to this village to see the magnificent tree that I had heard so much about. And I wasn't disappointed. It's incredible. This is the kind of sight you only see once in a lifetime. Is it? Wardrobe inspection. Leather shoes, oh my god, I really wish I didn't buy 4 whole pairs of shoes. That cost me like $100. Or, well, closer to 300? I think they're like 65 gold. I don't remember. It's not important. I'm busy standing guard over my master. You own slaves? That seems like something I need to take up with Apis Major. I have no time for the likes of you, wanderer. I am a minstrel. Excuse you. Bolts, you have my full permission to go and rob that dude. Steal all of his clothes. Make it inconvenient for him. But yeah, you might have seen that stupid red box. I cannot gain access to the red box because the door is locked. Why is the doors locked? Let me go down the well. Well. Pots. Open the pots. Break open the pots. Oh, medicinal herbs and cow pat. Oh my god, I can turn that into a soup. No. More medicinal herbs. I need so many of those for like one special purpose that we'll see in like, I don't know, depending on how long I keep yammering for, like 18 more episodes, maybe. What's in this room? And by room, I mean house. They're very small houses. Normally, the houses are so small, they only have one room. Can I break your barrels? Wardrobe inspection. There's no books of interest, because of course there's not. Nothing in your wardrobes. Why doesn't anyone have good loot? You're looking for the lady who looked after Princess Simona as a child? That'd be my mom, Halana, she's called. Everyone knows her. She's famous since she came back from working for the royals. I think she's gone to see her friend Petra. Call in there and you should find her. I mean, you speak as if I know this Petra. I do not. Everyone keep your ears to the ground and try and find all mentions of the one called Petra. Who are you? What's a bright young thing like you doing in a backwater like this? Apparently, I'm looking for long-forgotten nursery rhymes. Oh boy, I'm so tired. Come to hear sorry, this dude specifically wants to break my brain for some reason. Yeah, I'm here for songs. Then you'd better be off asking for Alana. She is by far the best singer we've got here in Zir. You're a shop. You remind me of Grandpa Gohan. Except you're wearing a fez, and Grandpa Gohan never wore a fez. What do you have to sell? Oh, I'm $1 short. Oh, I'm $1 short. Holy water? Oh, you could buy holy water? You could buy bronze shields? Ooh, that might be... Well, that's actually not as good. Leather hat. Hardwood headwear. Why can't I wear this? That's inconvenient. How much? It has magical might. Yeah, magical might is not super helpful. Leather dress, leather cape. Leather cape, would that be good? That's for defenses. No, that's not really helpful. Silk robe, leather gauntlets, linen gloves. Blue knickers? Wow, these provide perfect protection when worn under a dress. Well, I mean... They're for females only, so nuts and bolts. I feel like they're only for defense. I don't think... Well, what are they wearing right now? I think they're wearing... Ooh, leather kilts. Because kilts are only allowed... Legally, you are only allowed to wear kilts if you are a man. A loincloth made from bits of bashed-together beast hide. That feels... primal in a way I cannot explain. Clogs? Oh my god, I could buy clogs. Wow, they're expensive. Bunny tails, a fun and fluffy fashion item. For agility? Ooh, I might want to get a few bunny tails because that would be pretty nice. I would want to get at least one bunny tail for like bolts because that would be good. And then maybe clogs as well. Ooh, things to think about. More grinding to do, but not right now, unfortunately. Leave me alone. Thank you, Grandpa Gohan. Can I talk to the cat? Can I talk to animals? Brr. I can't talk to animals. Wait. Have you come from the castle? Technically, yes. My granny used to work at the castle. She used to help me look after the princess. Sorry, not help you as a child she looked after the princess, right, okay. And she says that I'm just like a princess too, as all grandmothers are legally obligated to say. A church. Should I save the game? Potentially. I feel like we need to, yeah, this tree is not blooming. Oh, excuse me. Well, I mean, technically, I think it might be. It's just the weirdest, most piddly looking tree because it's really stout and it's not got a lot of branches. I like my tree better. The shrub of the world is way better as a tree. It's not often we get traveling. It's like the second time someone said that. All the way out here in Zir. You should pay your respects to the sacred tree while you're here. That tree's been watching over us villagers for centuries now. You can't fail to be impressed by a thing like that, eh? I feel like you absolutely can. Oh, precious tree, if I had substance of a lesser quality to offer up unto you, I would offer up unto you the lesser substance. Hello, tree. Hi, tree. I clap for thee. I hope that is enough of an offering. I can only do so much as a Celestian without wings. Dog! Yap, 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 yap. Oh, that's what I do. I never shut up. Our place is a bit lively at the moment because we got Alana visiting. I'm not here because I've been ousted, though. Don't get the wrong idea. Why do you just have random columns? You just have a bunch of random broken columns. What's in this house? Look, it's old ladies, my favorite type. No, wait, that's a different reality. Sorry about that. The multiverses are converging in my brain and making me say things that are violently capable of being taken out of context. Weesh, Alana, there you go again, blathering on about the old days. I was actually a wee bit jealous of you back then, Petra. May I welcome you into our home? Oh, we've got company. Welcome, welcome. I can't do accents. Don't hold it against me, please. I will die if you give me any kind of negative criticism. Can I read your books? Oh my god, something worth my time. There's a publication called Stone Bluffs Monthly. Din takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. A stone cold classic of the 29th edition. Or a stone cold classic of a 29th edition? What sentence does... It's a stone cold classic of a 29th edition. Is it the 29th edition of a stone cold classic, or is it a classic referencing the 29th edition of an arbitrary something? We visit the world's quarries and reveal the top 100 rocks that knock the others stone dead. Oh, Stephen Stone, he would love a book like this. Although probably Stephen Stone, as the heir to a mega corporation, probably has a first edition volume, which, I mean, jealous? I'm so jelly of his rock collection. Are you I'm gonna go in your basement first. Sorry, if you're the people I need to talk to, I need to go in your rug basement. Ooh, pots. There's nothing inside. Why is your basement so dusty and filthy that you just have a pile of dirt? Why do you just have a giant pile of dirt? What are your secrets? What have you buried? What have you buried so conspicuously in your basement that you need like 12 tons of dirt, Alana? Oh, you're Petra. The lady who used to work at the castle? That'd be Alana you're talking about. That's her, just sitting opposite. Can I break your pots again? I don't know how you got new pots so quickly. Alana, speak with me. Aye, that's right. I used to look after Princess Simona. Why do you ask? You want to hear the nursery rhyme I used to sing to her when she was small? Yes, or well, we don't necessarily need the nursery rhyme. I just want everything you may or may not know about Brigadoon. Well, I can't deny a most ridiculous request like that because, as you all know, we are legally obligated by the Crown's royal decrees, number 1412, subsection A, minus 3.2 nautical miles to the south, 42 degrees west, 50 degrees north. That anyone with a blue bandana wielding a paper shield on their left arm must be listened to, and that every request of theirs granted post-haste. So you fit at least one of those criteria. I think it's complicated. I don't remember all of the laws. Sometimes I just make it up to sound official, and that usually gets me by. Fake it till you make it, am I right? That's how believe it or not, young man, that's actually how I roped my way into becoming the babysitter for the princess. I just lied on my CV about like, oh, I'm a grandmother myself. I have 57 years of childcare experience. I actually ran a daycare back in Zir for 30 years, from 1907 to 1912, but then the war happened, and then all of the orphans, they kind of skyrocketed and then vanished. I have no idea. Don't ask about the basement dirt. Anyway, can I have your knowledge? Sorry, I get carried away. Old grandmas, we get carried away onto topics that incriminate us most severely. You'll sing along with me, won't you, Petra? Oh God, we have to listen to grandmas harmonizing. I'm either going to drop dead of an aneurysm in my brain and bleed out from my ears, or I'm gonna fall asleep. There's no in between. The Right Knight Ditty. Excuse me, it's the oxymoronically named White Knight. He was not in the right. He tried to kidnap a woman because he got their names mixed up. And I mean, like, I can understand kidnapping and I can understand mixing people's names up. But if you conflate the two, I cannot abide by such nonsense. I could sing that in my sleep. Well, I mean, that's a point in the favor of going to sleep. Giddy up, and away he goes. Oh, sorry. I feel like 18 hours have passed. The Right Knight sets off on his steed. Oh my God, they're still going. In search of an evil he rides. If he can defeat the terrible beast, he'll be home to wed his bride. I feel like songs need to rhyme, grandmas. The town is full of laughter, preparing a feast fit for a queen. Oh, but then disaster, the Right Knight's nowhere to be seen. Bird north, the Brigadoon word on. That's not a real word. Tell her that her knight is gone. Bird north, Brigadoon word on, and tell her that her knight is gone. Is that the song? Sorry, I probably made you guys die of aneurysms and ear-related hearing loss. Sorry, I'll try not to sing, but I mean, sometimes the spirit of the songs and the muses just strike me down and I have to sing. I can sing. I can't sing. Please don't make me sing. I'll die. Well, that's the song, dear. I hope it was to your liking. Sorry, I didn't synthesize a single word you said. I'm not going to ask you to repeat it. Hopefully, one of my companions or Stella has, you know, memorized something about it. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why would you come all this way just to hear an old nursery rhyme? I don't know. If I had the answer to that question, I feel like I would be able to skip the middleman in like so many different scenarios. Oh, so you want to find Brigadoon. I am so glad that the voices in my head don't actually speak for me, because free will, as a free will, an agent of free will, I can just give voice to my own problems and information. So the voices in my head, don't actually have to remember anything, which is fantastic. In that case, I'd pay attention. You lost me at I'd pay attention. I can't do that. I'd pay attention to the part about the bird flying north. Oh, so we just gotta go north. Why don't you try heading north yourself and see what you can find? Yes, ma'am, Grandma, ma'am. Can I sleep in your beds first? I need to sleep in your beds. That's a very small vase. That's like very, very small. That's a big fireplace. Why is it in the corner? I feel like it would be more central if you put it on the wall. What is this? Oh, that's the dresser. I'm sorry, I got a prompt staring at this wall and I'm like, the wall, it has secrets. Maybe it will reveal the secrets of the dirt in the basement. That is such a weird way to have a stove. It's not even two places for fire to come out, and they're not even like level with each other. It's just one is slightly further away than the other one. How is your sink not still? It's like people have weird mystical faucets, I suppose. One last chirp into the basement. Breaker pots. Give me something. I will find answers about this basement. One day. If not today, then eventually in the far-flung future. Check back in 70 episodes. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done anything revolving around the side quests of this game. I haven't played this game in like 13 years. That's completely arbitrary. It's been more than a decade. Somebody help me! What's wrong with you, bowl cut? The dude! You're legally allowed to be out in the middle of the day? Oh, we're done for! Help, help! Why do you run from me? Why are you running? I just want to talk to you. I mean you no harm, please. Just because I look scary and my horses have horns doesn't mean I am an evil man. Didn't give me that. I saw that witch in the woods out looking for ye. So I did. Why can't people talk normal? A real piece of work she was. Red eyes and blazing and all. Oh my god, I finally have someone I can sell my pot to. Because the red eyes, blazing. I have found my people. Asked me if I seen her slave. Wait. Sorry, I feel like I got confused. Can we take this sentence from the top? A real piece of work she was. Red eyes and all blazing. Asked me if I'd seen her slave, the White Knight. So she did. Her slave? That's you, I'd wager. You're her slave, are you not? I mean, he's undead. Maybe she rose him from the dead and something went wrong in the process. Do I look like a witch's slave to you, Bullcut? I've never heard anything so ridiculous. Hello. Your horse has a very strange, floaty gait. It's Din, is it not? What are you doing here? I'm looking for information about Brigadoon. Do you know where it is, dude? You've been trying to find out more about Brigadoon. You really didn't need to go to such trouble on my account, friend. Were you able to learn anything, though? Because I, myself, have no memories of this place. And because of this mask and the fact that I'm dead, I can't exactly follow my nose. Because that's good advice to anyone listening. When in doubt about where to go, follow your nose. It doesn't matter if you have a GPS or, for some ungodly reason, you have a map in your glove box. First of all, if you have a map, why? Second of all, why don't you use your GPS? And third of all, why aren't you following your nose? The Right Knight? Yes, that's what they called me. That's what they used to call me. The White Knight. I am no longer the Right Knight. I am the Knight of White. Or something like that. I'm trying to make a reference. Akila's television, movies. I can't do anything by name because then the copyright gods, the Almighty, will strike me down with copyright. However, did you find that out? Old ladies, they know things. Surely not. There's a song about me. Well, you were a grand general, if I remember my lore. This is all very odd. Surely I'm not just a figment of a storyteller's imagination. Well, I mean, you are dead. Bird north, Brigadoonward on. That's the only clue there was in the song. I mean, it's a pretty strong clue. Just go up. Wait, take me with you, please. Then I suppose there's nothing for it to follow the bird's example. Northward ho! This dude is looking for hoes in the north. Santa's workshop, the place where all of the hoes gather in the winter. Please take me with you. Oh, I really wish I had a horse. Can I go in the tree? There's a cave under the tree I need to explore. Wow, there's someone. I was about to say there's nothing worth my time, except ephemeral stools. How do the stools, what are the lily pads in the stools made out of that they don't have any kind of ephemerality? That's not a word. I'm sorry you've happened to cross this horrible hole. It's not that horrible, unless of course someone, contaminates the water supply, because then, I mean, dysentery. But please be kind, it's my home. You live under the tree. It's hard not having any money. Oh, my dear, tell me about it. Oh my god, I can sympathize on like every level. Tell me about it. But I do my best not to let being poor get me down. Well, you're already a step above me in that case. But I'm starting to lose hope. Oh, I have already lost all my hope. You couldn't give me a bit of support, could you, just to get me out of this rut I'm in? I don't mean financial support, good, because I've got $68 to my name. All I need is for you to cheer me on a bit, inspire me to keep going, you know? I mean, yeah, I'll cheer you on. You got this. I can cheer people on. You've been cheered. This is like the schemes on the Mace Fooks that if you like this post, a child in Africa will be like, wow, I feel the energy of the cosmos trickling in to my starving body. Someone liked the Facebook page, and now I can subsist on the dew of the universe. I can now support people by cheering them on with fake money. Here is a picture of a monkey. You can sell this for the equivalent of the time it would take for you to right-click an image. Sorry, my brain, it's trying to make a bunch of connections that don't exist. The holes in my head, they're just hemorrhaging brain cells. Thank you so much for cheering me on. I really needed that boost. You're an angel, you really are. How did you know my home? How did you know that I'm from Angel Falls? Is it because I had a quip about dysentery and contaminated water supplies? Because I feel like that's only applicable to one location. I'll be all right now. I feel on top of the world. Well, I'm glad for it, I guess. Well, I can now cheer people on. Can I clap? Congratulations to me. I can cheer people on. So, I guess we're going north? I guess we're going north. Do you have anything to say, Purple One? What's it all about, I ask you? The White Knight character is terrifying, so he is. Ye gads, I'm rooted to the spot. Is that a tree joke? I'm that spooked. Is that a bicycle joke because they have spokes? Spooked? Spooky? Halloween. Let's leave. Where are we going? North. Map, consult the map. We need to go west and then north because the one patch of bush looks like a kidney bean. Let's go to the kidney bean area. No, don't touch the snails. We're not in the mood. Wait. There's a pasture. No, leave me alone. Is this just a bunch of cow pat? It is. I can get cow droppings. This'll be... I can never escape. I will never escape my duties as... No, don't touch me. Oh, okay, good. Don't touch me. I need... No, leave me alone. Stop trying to touch me, you stupid cat. I don't want to fight anyone just yet. There's stuff to do. I don't have time for bios right now. Oh my god, it's poison. Can I... Here, quickly. Stop. Don't... Everyone, get out of the poison. Antidotal herb. If we get poisoned, then we can use it. What is this location? This is Doomingale Forest, or Doomingale. Dooming Ale. The Dooming of the Ales. This is a new map full of new enemies that I don't have bios for. If I may interject with a bit of behind-the-scenes, real-world knowledge, it's a pain to make those things, and there's so many enemies, and I just don't want to overwhelm everyone. I'm sorry. I'm going to do... Oh, leave me alone. Oh, enemies, enemies, enemies. Leave me alone, enemies. Leave me alone, enemies. Go away. Where are we going? Consult a map. Go over here. I am crossing poison. Oh, more things, more enemies I haven't even considered touching right now. Later, we'll explore all of the enemies on the way back. Once we do everything in here, then we can do stuff later. Oh, lightning. A new area. We're getting all of the new areas. It's perpetually storming. No, this can't be Brigadoon. I don't understand. How can I have been away for so long that it's fallen into such disrepair? And where is my beloved Mona? Princess Mona! Mona! Well, don't worry, we'll find her. Eventually. Not right now, though. Oh my god, there's even more new enemies. This statue of Link, please, oh precious statue of Link, protect me from all of these vile creatures. What does this thing say? I thought this would be interactable. It's not. It's nothing. Nothing, I say. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Nothing got done except for hearing about an old, very dusty nursery rhyme in a very filthy, dirt-filled basement. And we got the White Knight, oxymoronically named dude of horse dude. The dude's horse has 2 horns. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm just thinking about... Oh god, the clouds. There are clouds and it's overcast. And it's full of poison. Next episode, we're going to be doing all of this stuff in Brigadoon. Because as we all know, the stuff in Brigadoon is of vital importance to us mentally. Everyone else, Nuts, I need you to keep your eye on Bolts. Bolts, I need you to keep your eye on every pot and barrel. And I need you to loot everything so thoroughly because I never want to return here ever again. And something tells me I will not be able to maintain that stance. We are face to face, quite literally. Anyway, whether you guys watched for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for putting up with my rambling for another 45 potential minutes. I don't know how long this episode is going to go. It's at 44.36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 30 seconds entire thing. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next episode of Dragon Quest IX. Air punch, bye-bye.